5 ways Rama is Visheshajna, by Krishna's mercy. Tasya putra priyo jeshthastharadhipanibhananah Ramo nama Visheshajna shrestha sarvadhanushmatam. Quote, the eldest son to that king was named Rama. He was very dear, had a face resembling the moon, was a knower of distinctions, and was the best among all wielders of the bow. Hanuman, Valmiki Ramayana, Sundara Kand, 31.6. We could say that Sri Hanuman is an expert on the eldest son of King Dashrath of Ayodhya. The son of the wind has something like an informal doctorate degree on the subject matter. The notable distinction is that since the subject is Akshara, Avyayam, and Ananta, a single published work is insufficient. Hanuman could go on and on describing Sri Rama, who is an avatara of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For our claim, we find several supportive instances from Shastra, which is like recorded history. Hanuman chooses the right audience. He will not waste time with the envious, the wicked, the cruel, or the inimical. If he should happen to describe Rama to such people, it is still for their benefit, as the wise words serve as a sort of warning. The devotees make a compelling case to the asuras to turn around their ways, to do what is in their best interest. Even if the villains do not listen, at least the transcendental nectar in the form of words is preserved for saintly people to later consult. In this regard, Hanuman once described Rama as Visheshajna. This compound word merges two Sanskrit terms involving distinctions and knowledge. Rama is of the Kshatriya order. He is a warrior by occupation, and so knowledge of anything outside of the workplace is a credit to his standing. 1. Knower of his field. In a hypothetical scenario, we are looking for a new job. The owner of the company we work for has decided to bring everyone back to the office on a full-time basis. No more remote work. The truth is that the same remote work will take place, but in a formal setting. I will now have to drive an hour to sit in a cubicle, not knowing anyone around, to connect into virtual meetings with my colleagues around the world. As this is a drastic change from the current setup, which I grew accustomed to over the years, I am now looking for another job. In every relevant posting, the employers ask for experience. In the subsequent interviews, they might ask technical questions. They want me to demonstrate my knowledge of my field. Based on my years of experience, I should know how to do the job being asked of prospective candidates. Sri Rama is a Kshatriya. He is a warrior by occupation. At a minimum, he is skilled in the field. If considering technical interviews involving a job, Rama has passed with flying colors on several occasions. He showed his ability while just a novice. Before formally entering the apprentice stage, Vishvamitra asked Rama to deal with a female monster known as Tadka. She was causing havoc in the forest areas, depriving the saintly people of their peace and quiet, necessary for the successful completion of vows of austerity, penance, and sacrifice. Badhi Tadka, Ram Jani Sab Layak, Vidya Mantra, Rahasya Diye Muni Nayak. Quote, Rama showed his tremendous knowledge of fighting by killing the demon Tadaka. The Muni then gave to him knowledge of secret mantras to be used in fighting. Janki Mangal, 36. 2. Knowing various kinds of fields. Rama can distinguish between friend and foe. He can locate an enemy based only on sound, as he did in defeating Tadka. Rama is familiar with mantras, as confidential formulas were bestowed upon him by Vishvamitra. Rama can make friends anywhere. He can find allies in the Vana community. He can deal with the Nishadas, which are like tribal people of ancient times. It is not that Rama is confined to a specific area or population of creatures. Kachin mitrani labhte, mitraishchapya bhigamyate, kachit kalyan mitrascha, mitratraishchapi puraskritah. Quote, I trust that he is getting friends and also been approached for friendship. I trust that he has auspicious friends and that his friends are giving him first priority. Sita Devi, speaking to Hanuman, Valmiki Ramayana, Sundara Kand, 36:18. 3. Scholarly. Visheshajna can also refer to someone who is scholarly. Rama is knowledgeable. He studied under the teachers of highest repute. Proof of the knowledge is in the words of encouragement from Lakshman, who is one of Rama's younger brothers. Lakshman one time raised Rama up from despair after tragedy had struck the family. At the conclusion of his presentation, Lakshman remarked that the words were merely the same as what Rama had previously taught. Lakshman was proving himself to be the greatest disciple in learning from the guru of the world, his eldest brother. Tvameva hi pura ram mamevam bahushonvasha, anushishyaddiko nu tvampi sakshad brihaspati. Quote, O hero, many times in the past you had spoken the same words of instruction to me. Of course, how can anyone, be they even Brihaspati, the priest of the demigods himself, be capable of instructing you? Lakshman speaking to Rama, Valmiki Ramayana, Kand, 66. 18. 4. Knower of distinctions. Vishesha refers to distinctions, and the negation to that concept is Nirvishesha. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Prabhupada, and other followers in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Vaishnava Parampara often criticize the tendency for transcendentalists to choose the Nirvishesha style of worship. This refers to focusing on the impersonal aspect of the Supreme. Take away all kinds of distinctions, all kinds of attributes, all kinds of variety, and you are left with this stateless being or energy. The worship kind of takes a back seat at that point, as it is like the spiritualist enters this vast ocean of nothingness. The Vaishnava says that there is no taste in Nirvishesha. Rather, the personal side, with distinctions, Vishesha and Saguna, is the source of pleasure. This side of distinctions is the factual and eternal standing. The Supreme Lord is always full of transcendental features, which are blissful to the person contemplating them. In this regard, Rama is a knower of such distinctions. He can make out the different features, not only of himself, but for the entire universe. He is the source of everything, in fact. The varieties that we witness in the species numbering 8,400,000 are due to Rama. God creates the distinctions, and we tend to be bewildered by them. 5. Knower of all fields. Bhagavad-gita explains that the living entity is a kshetrajna. This refers to knowledge of a field. There is a limitation, though. I can only know my field. I am living in that field right now, interacting with it, witnessing the changes to it. I will ultimately leave that field behind and find another one. That is the process of transmigration of the soul, or reincarnation. Kshetrajyam chapimam vidhi sarvakshetreshu bharat. Kshetra kshetrajyorjyanam yattadhyanam matam mam. Quote, O scion of Bharat, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies, and to understand this body and its owner is called knowledge. That is my opinion. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita 13:3. The Supreme Lord is in the position of universal kshetrajna. He knows all fields of play. As the sum total of fields corresponds to the sum total of distinctions, the universal kshetrajna is also the universal Visheshajna. Rama witnesses everything, as he is inside of every field. He does not have to divide himself to accomplish such a task. He knows past, present, and future. He also witnesses my turn towards him in the hopes that I will cast aside my false ego and place the burden of salvation on his shoulders, knowing that he already knows everything. In closing, knowing future, present, and past, burden upon him to cast, for my salvation long awaited, into Dharma fully reinstated, because of all distinctions, knowing, for beings coming or going, Rama as Visheshajna to stand, the highest authority to command.